reference materials available to the assessors on the Division of Local Services, or DLS, webpage, as well as several tax allocation-related reports in the Municipal Data Bank report section. There is also endless amounts of data located in the Gateway system to assist assessors with compiling the tax allocation options available to the community. The DLS website has a library of reference material, training documents, and reports related to the assessor's responsibilities in both property valuation and property tax classification. Once the community's LA4 values for all classes are nearly finalized, the assessor needs to review the LA7 in Gateway. This form calculates the minimum residential factor, or MRF, for the community and shows their tax allocation shifting limits. The website has all the Course 101 materials in the Property Tax Classification Codes booklet. Additionally, the website provides access to both the Municipal Data Bank reports and the Gateway system. The Municipal Data Bank section contains spreadsheets with historical data that can be downloaded and provide valuable information for the community. The Municipal Data Bank reports include the interactive Municipal Trend Analysis report that can be downloaded and customized to any community's information, including any comparable community. There are also at-a-glance reports which provide financial and demographic overviews of every community. Finally, there is the Community Comparison Report that provides a search capability on important municipal statistics such as the population size, the average assessment, and the size of the budget. The Division of Local Services Gateway system has a large amount of data to assist assessors in compiling the tax allocation options available to the community. There is an abundance of historical data within the Gateway database that is annually pulled from prior years and works in conjunction with the community's current data to determine whether the community can shift the tax burden in excess of 150% or all the way up to 175%. It is necessary to review the DLS forms each year to determine the factor that can be used in your community. The purpose of these easy-to-use forms is to protect the residential and open space, or RO classes, and the commercial, industrial, and personal property, or CIP classes, from taking on too much of the tax burden compared to the prior year. Once the community's LA4 values for all classes are finalized, the assessors need to review the LA7 form in Gateway. The LA7 is on the Tax Rate tab. This form calculates the minimum residential factor, or MRF, and it shows the community's tax shifting limits. The Options table is another tool in the DLS Gateway system used to calculate the various options to shift the tax burden each year. The table is linked to the required historical data and calculates various tax shifts using the values the assessors input. The form is independent from all other calculations of the tax rate forms. It is a planning tool designed to test what-if scenarios. The Options table populates the LA4 class totals from the community's submitted LA4 in Gateway and can calculate as many changes as the assessor's input. There is a max shift allowed field that ties to the logic of determining this maximum shift by using the class totals on the Options table instead of the actual LA4 in Gateway. There are two other features of the Options table. The residential exemption entry fields include the total number of eligible parcels, the residential parcel count, and the exemption percentage. The table calculates the total residential value minus the exemption values. Also, the small commercial exemption entry fields include the total number of eligible parcels, the total value of eligible parcels, and the exemption percentage. The table calculates the total C&I value minus the exemption values. It is important to practice with the Options table while preparing for the classification hearing, to know the possibilities for shifting the tax levy. Just log into Gateway, input different values on the LA4, and see how the maximum shift allowed changes in the Options table. If a community has significant fluctuations in the percent share of the tax levy by class, The assessors need to be aware of what pending shift will allow. Let's review what we have learned from this lesson. There are many reference materials available to the assessors on the Division of Local Services, or DLS, webpage. The Municipal Data Bank section contains spreadsheets with historical data that can be downloaded and provide valuable information for the community. There is an abundance of historical data within the Gateway database that is annually pulled from prior years and works in conjunction with the community's current data to determine whether the community can shift the tax burden in excess of 150% or all the way up to 175%. The options table is a planning tool in the Gateway system designed to test what-if scenarios for tax allocation options.